Hi, my name is Jake Rader, and today I'll be covering Chapter 3 in our book, which relates to the politics of America's founding and the events that led up to the Constitution. So the main issue with the colonists under British rule was that Britain treated the Americans as subjects and not people, as they escaped countries in Europe in order to seek freedom in America, which they were not giving. So the three main issues or events that led up to the Declaration of Independence were the Boston Massacre, in which the colonists, led by Samuel Adams, were protesting war debts, and the Stamp Act. The war debts, British would tax the colonists in order to pay off their war debts, and they felt the colonists should pay for the cost of protection. This included the Stamp Act, as colonists had to pay for every piece of paper they used, which was clearly unlawful and unjust. The Boston Tea Party protested the tea tax, and what they did was the colonists dressed up as Indians and threw chests of tea into Boston Harbor. Also, Common Sense by T-Pain exploited what was wrong with British rule and helped steam forward towards a new country, which is America. After winning their independence from Britain, the Articles of Confederation was founded. But the main issue of the Articles of Confederation was the economic downturn, political instability. The big thing was the weak central government and state legislative chaos. This was exposed in Shays' Rebellion as Daniel Shay and a group of farmers led a militia and started killing people from their state. This led to our founding fathers gathering in Philadelphia for the Constitutional Convention. The main issue at the Constitutional Convention was the Federalists versus the Anti-Federalists, and they wanted to know how much power does national government have between the states and the individuals. So two plans were developed, the Virginia Plan and the New Jersey Plan, which essentially state that should representation be based on population or be equal across states. And another issue was that the northern states and the southern states disagreed with was if representation is based off population, what people should be counted, meaning slaves. So eventually the federal compromise developed the House of Representatives and the United States Senate. The House of Representatives favored the Virginia Plan as it was based on population, where the United States Senate was based off of equal representation, which meant everybody got along. And this also led to the Connecticut Compromise, as there were two legislative chambers. And the 3/5 Compromise was representation on the House of Representatives. The representation on the House of Representatives would be based on population, but it would only count slaves as 3/5 of a person, as if you don't treat these people as people, why should they be valued as a person? Eventually, the Constitution was ratified, and then a Bill of Rights was developed, and then after this, George Washington was elected our president.